Emmerdale's Robert Sugden made another big move on the ITV soap on Wednesday, a day on from stealing Lewis Barton's weed and selling it to new villain reaI, with a new accomplice too. Robert Sugden was back up to his old tricks on Emmerdale on Wednesday, as he made another deal with a new accomplice. Just a day on from being revealed as the person who stole Lewis Barton's weed stash from the farm, selling it to dealer and new villain reaI, Robert's next plan was revealed. We'd seen him smugly confess he was ready to bring mayhem, and on Wednesday we learned exactly what he was up to. He had a heart-to-heart with Moira Dingle, where it seemed he was using the money he'd got from the drug sale to buy some land off of Moira. The land was originally owned by Annie Sugden, Robert's grandmother, and Robert's family lived and worked there for a long time before the Barton family moved in. A few years back Victoria inherited the land after Annie's death and she sold it to Moira. But on Wednesday Robert claimed he was keen to get his grandmother's land back into the family, telling Moira he had a proposal for her that would get her some much-needed money. He said he had an investment policy and after a chat with the bank, he was able to offer a huge sum while it wasn't the amount she hoped for. Moira told him she accepted as she could see how much it meant to him. Robert then said, "You have no idea what this means," before appearing to smirk after claiming it wasn't about getting a cheap deal, or striking while Moira was desperate. It left Moira feeling positive amid the drug drama, telling Ross and Lewis she could finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. But what she didn't know was that Robert was plotting, and he wasn't working alone. As the camera panned over to Home Farm, we saw Kim Tate getting out a bottle of champagne. She then made it clear she and Robert were in cahoots, teaming up to get the farm using Kim's money. Robert also made it very clear the legacy comments were all lies, and he had no intention of starting up the farm again. He revealed to Kim, laughing as he did, "I gave her all this rubbish about how I wanted to live up to the Sugden name, Dad's legacy, but I only had a tiny budget." Kim asked how much he had offered, but he refused to say. Kim then said, "You do know I am only willing to pay market rate for that field, before you get any ideas." He said, "It should still give me a decent profit." Kim then revealed they'd been talking for a while, clearly plotting, as she said she was impressed with how he operates. Robert then warned, "Trust me, we're only just getting warmed up." But what exactly do Robert and Kim have planned, and what does this mean for Moira?